I've been married to my husband for 41 years, which is a long time full of happy and sad times. We began our journey together a long time before we said our vows. Our families had a past together. Our dads had been in the same army, so it made sense that we knew each other since we were very young. Like every pair, we had some fights, but they were small bumps in the otherwise perfect road of our life together. But life has a way of throwing surprises at you. He was told he had a rare and deadly cancer when he turned 65. We tried every possible treatment, but the sickness kept getting worse. After doing everything we could, we had to admit that there was nothing else we could do. No matter what, our love stayed strong. I can still remember very clearly the day he died. As he lay in bed with his family and friends nearby, he whispered, "I'm going home, and we'll see you again." I kept his hand until it became limp, which meant he had died. I could not handle how painful his death was. Watching them take him away hit me hard with the harsh truth that he would not be there. In the days that followed, sadness and loss became hard to see clearly. I was too upset to eat, sleep, or feel better. It seemed like his absence could be heard everywhere in our house, always reminding us of the hole he left. I felt like I was falling into a deep darkness because I was so sad and mad at a greater power for taking him away from me. After weeks of grief, I finally got the strength to go outside. We used to talk for hours by the lake in that park, so I went there. There was a long time between steps as I walked because I was sad. It was already occupied when I got to our secret spot. When I got close, though, they were gone. I felt even more alone than before because I was so confused and hurt. Then a sharp pain shot through my chest, and I fell to the ground. There was darkness around me, and I lost awareness. I couldn't stop being pulled toward a bright light when I woke up. It was a journey through tunnels and places that were new to them. When I came out the other side, I felt a deep sense of love and peace that words can't describe. Even though it was quiet, I could hear my own voice repeating angry and sad words. I prayed for forgiveness, and it felt like a huge load lifted from my shoulders. There was a chair in the light in front of me. As soon as my eyes got used to the light, I knew I was with something much bigger than myself. I heard a voice that was both strong and kind as I stood in front of the chair, shaking with fear and doubt. I was able to hear your cries and your anger toward me. I sent you here to help you get rid of these problems. I came out with confession like a strong wave. Yes, those are the things I said. I felt like you had taken my husband away from me, leaving me alone. He was my whole world and my light. I agree with what you say. He answered the phone. He had done everything he needed to do in this life, and now his time on earth was over. But what do you mean by he fulfilled everything he wanted to do? As I asked, my heart was heavy with a strong desire. When he was on earth, he only wanted two things: to marry his true love and to love his children deeply. You were the person he loved most of all. An emotional wave hit me. Is he here? Answer, he is, which was comforting. May I see him one last time? I asked, and my voice was shaking with fear and hope. Indeed, you may. I started a journey through the heavenly worlds with God leading the way. I couldn't understand how beautiful the things I saw were. Each scene was more amazing than the last. Each soul had a place here, and soon we got to a place that looked just like our home on earth, a perfect copy. I saw him taking care of the flowers in the yard with a calm smile. Go to him, God calmly told them. I went up to my lover and called his name. His face showed that he was both surprised and shocked as he turned around. What are you doing here? The time for you has not yet come. With tears in my eyes, I said, I am lost and confused. Although you can't stay, he told her, our kids need you, in a soft but strong voice. I miss you tremendously. I told her, life without you seems empty, and my heart hurt. He kissed my cheek softly and said, for their sake, you must return. We will be reunited. Eternity awaits us. I passed out at the edge of the lake in the park with a sad heart. As soon as I woke up, a worried park ranger was there to help. On my way home, I kept thinking about what happened, which made me question what was real and what time was. After such a terrible loss, it took me months to feel like things were back to normal. As time goes on, I still believe that my husband is waiting for me beyond the wall. The idea of seeing each other again someday makes me feel better. It's possible that the road ahead will be rough, but the dream of being together again and forever makes me feel better.